What's up, crew? Welcome to another video. My name is John Connie, aka Big Man Syndrome, and I'm excited to see that you're distracted enough to join me today. And if you're not a part of the crew, you're just as distracted as everybody here, so welcome. Today is day 4 of the 30-day challenge, and on day 4 of fitness, we rest. But as most of you know who are part of the crew, I'm doing an EDOD +1. That's an every day on the day +1 rounds of Cindy. Started with 1 round, did 2, 3, and today we do 4. But since today is not a full workout day, I want to make sure I move a bit more before I go into these 4 rounds. And even though only 4 rounds isn't really high impact, I still want to get some active recovery in. So I thought I'd share the importance of active recovery and some of the moves that you can start doing on your active rest days. My body feels pretty janky after several days of working out in a row, and when you take a rest day, if you don't move, you end up developing more, as one scientist would call it, fuzz.
The fuzz melts. We melt the fuzz. That stiff feeling you have
between muscle fibers, which is the achy, the feeling you get when you try to go into a squat without stretching, that stickiness. 2 major ways that you can get rid of that fuzz is to release via foam rolling or ball work, or just move those muscles that are sore. The second benefit to active recovery is that you're working the small muscles. You get to focus on those little baby muscles that typically get neglected in major workout sessions. Active recovery moves like this aren't just for rest days, they are for pre and post workout. But it's a really good time to actually focus on them, since typically when you go in for a regular training session, your mind is set on what am I gonna lift today? What am I gonna try to get in the WOD today? What blah, 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 blah. So use active recovery days to really focus on those sore spots, as well as those little baby muscles that you don't typically get a chance to work on. So as a lot of you know, if you follow the channel for a little while, and if you're just in CrossFit, that is Crossover Symmetry. It's a really cool band system that you hook up to little loops, and you have different resistances, and they have a full workout guide on things that you can do just for scapular health. A lot of moves like this where you're just literally taking your shoulder through range of motion and opening up that shoulder. So moving on from that, now that I've done some slow-paced shoulder opening, I'm going to move to a little bit more weighted and fast-paced shoulder opening, and that's going to be using my recently acquired Onnit club. Whoop. So these things are really cool. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it. I only know 2 moves right now, because 1 I've seen on Instagram on the Onnit Academy, and 2 I learned back in college from my strength and conditioning coach. And the first one from the Onnit one, since it's a little slower and it'll open up my shoulder, is just taking it back, getting the elbow up, and what I'm doing is not bending my elbow as I take it over and back. Do that 5 times. And if you are really tight in any areas that are connected to the shoulder, you're gonna feel some pops, which is nice. And then the other move that you can do, and this is what I learned in college from my strength and conditioning coach, is sort of this, in my opinion at least, it gets your shoulder through a full range of motion while also weighting it through a bunch of different angles. So just looks like this. Same thing with the other move. If you've got any tightnesses or fuzz.
Now 2 nights fuzz is more fuzz than 1 night's fuzz.
In the muscle, you're gonna hear that just disintegrate in your body, and it feels really nice. So, moving on. Now, regardless of the type of day you plan to have as far as training or recovery, it's always a good idea to incorporate foam rolling. Like I said, there's 2 ways to break up fuzz in the muscle, soreness, and that's either move that muscle through range of motion or release, foam rolling. Oh, and my legs are so dead right now. It's always good to stay loose, and the perfect way to do that is to at least foam roll once a day or have a stretching routine, which finally I've signed up for ROMWOD. And I'm gonna take this moment while I'm foam rolling to talk about challenge number 4. Don't just think about it, do it. I'm notorious, and I've said this before, and it comes back to the whole commitment thing and sharing your goals. I've found that if I share my goals, I typically fall short because I lose motivation or I fail and it stops me. But you know, I've already challenged myself to fail better. I've challenged myself to stay positive, and I've challenged myself to not rationalize low effort. So that leads me to this last one, and that's don't just think it, do it. There's so many things that I think about doing, but I never do. Number 1, since I've signed up for it, I'm gonna share it with you. That's, you know, signing back up for ROMWOD. When I first started CrossFit, I was already pretty flexible, but I needed more flexibility for some of the moves that I was trying to do. And that's when ROMWOD kind of came into the world, and I started it right away. I was one of the, well, I don't want to say I was one of the first people to start it, but I mean, when I did do it, I did it daily. I think after a month, I felt a huge difference. I went from being able to do the saddle position with my arms supporting me or a foam roller behind me to laying all the way down with my back and arms over my head. That was huge for me. Of course, when I got sick or when I got busy, I got a job at Rock Tape, kind of fell out of routine, and I just never signed back up. And it's just been in the back of my mind, like, I really need to do ROMWOD, I really need to do ROMWOD, blah, 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 but I never have time. Excuse. So finally signed up for it today. I'm going to start doing it daily again. I just need to find the right time to do it, and I'm thinking it's gonna be in the morning. I didn't do it this morning because I didn't sign up until midday. So I'm gonna do that after I do my 4 rounds of Cindy. Stay stretched every day. Challenge number 4, don't just think it, do it. And there's a bunch of other things in the back of my mind, so I'm gonna start doing those things, but I'm not gonna share them until they are being executed. I'm gonna keep them front of mind, and I'll let you know when they start to at least come closer to execution, what those things are. And then really quickly, keto diet is good. I did a test today and it was low on ketones, but I'm pretty excited because the last time I tried one of those test strips, I wasn't even in ketosis and I had been trying. So to see the correct color coming in was awesome. Diet is fine. I fasted today. I had a moment where I went and talked to my friend Cullen, who also is a product manager at Rock Tape. We talked about the games a little bit, and we went to a coffee shop. I had planned on just getting a coffee. I told him he needed to get the horchata cold brew over at this place called Crema, and I thought about getting it, but I just know how much sugar is in there, so I would have just completely demolished my keto diet. And then I was like, you know what else is really good here? Breakfast burrito. And I was like, you know, I could get a breakfast burrito, take the tortilla off of it. I'll be breaking my fast about 2 hours early, but yeah, and I just finally came to the decision. It's like, I'm on the keto diet. I need to stick to it. That's a part of this mental game of the 30-day challenge. So I just went with the cold brew, straight cold brew, and we talked. Almost dropped into temptation, but was able to just nip it in the bud and move on. And then as far as physique, I did get myself with the shirt off, a little flex pose, and this is what I'm looking like right now. And as you can tell, I've got the love handles that I'd really like to get rid of one day. I'd say I'm in a pretty good spot. I feel all right. So just wanted to show that really quickly, and then let's get into this Cindy. I'm gonna do time lapses from now on just because it's gonna be way too hard to fit editing special cuts of the Cindy stuff. What I'm gonna do too is that's gonna be my chance to go live every day on Instagram. I already got it ready to go. I'm gonna hit live, go on there, do my 4 rounds, and then if anyone shows up, I'll chat. Bam. It's just gonna get way too hard to add working out in the gym and cutting rounds of Cindy, especially as it gets to the later rounds. So here we go. All right, it is 9:44 p.m. Day 3 vlog took forever to edit. And I think it's because I have an issue with taking footage and making something simple because I just want it to be awesome. And why would the air conditioner just kicked on? I'm gonna close the garage door. sure if that can still be heard, but I don't care. Yeah, so for whatever reason, I can never take footage and make something simple. I mean, every once in a while I'll throw something quick together, kind of like, I guess you could say like the Cindy footage will always be simple because I don't really have an interest in trying to, I don't want to set the expectation that that's going to be a cool edit, because knowing that like the later rounds are going to be really, really ridiculous to edit. But maybe I'll do like round 10, 20, and 30 with a cool cut. But anyways, it took forever. I didn't upload until like 4 p.m. and then I shot today's video, which I wanted to try to keep short, but I ended up talking for a while on the foam roller. I'm talking a little bit right now. All through this, so I'm gonna end the video very soon. All through this, I was checking the crew numbers. There was no new to the crew until about 7 p.m. And it was like 3 new to the crew. I was like, okay, I'll go do my burpees. And then I just checked it before I came out here, and no small creator group is jumping in. I've got, since the last one, we're 8 new to the crew. So we're at 2167. So that's 8 burpees. And I'm going to do what I did last time where I'm talking right now, but you already saw the burpees. But I'm about to do them at 9:45 p.m. Do them right after this. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried something different since it's an active recovery day. I wanted to talk about some of the things that I like to do when it is a active recovery day. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, join the crew. Bring it on into Omeletville. Don't know why that's a thing now. And if you're not new, tap and go that like button, leave a comment, share this video. Those are the things that help grow the crew. And until the next one, it's tomorrow now. I'll see you later, crew. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.